Welcome to We Are the Raiders. Week 14 Aftermath, December 11th, 2023.
All aboard, ye mateys! Come sail away!
Reggie was only 8 of 15 this week. The New England Patriots beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 21-18. How did Mac Jones do it? He didn't. Bailey Zappi did, with 3 touchdowns and completed about 67% of his passes. The Texans lost to the Jets 6-30. How come they only scored 6? Well, C.J. Stroud was really bad. He didn't even complete 50% of his passes. Zach Wilson to Garrett Wilson was a good combination. Garrett had 9 receptions for 108 yards, and Zach had 75% completion for the game. The Rams lost to the Ravens 31-37 in overtime. Isaiah Likely had a 54-yard touchdown reception from Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. Other than that, this was a really close game. The Ravens pulled it off in overtime, 31-37. The Panthers lost to the Saints 6-28. Why did the Panthers only have 6 points? Because Bryce Young could only complete a third of his passes. Derek Carr at least completed 2/3 of his, but he only had 119 yards passing. The Colts lost to the Bengals 14-34. Chase Brown received a 54-yard catch from Jake Browning for a touchdown. Buccaneers beat the Falcons 29-25. It's a 3-way tie for the NFC South now. On paper, you would think the Falcons would have won this, but Buccaneers pulled it off. Rachaad White had 25 carries for 102 yards. The Jaguars lost again, 27-31 against the Browns. The big difference in this game, Joe Flacco had a better completion percentage, more yards, and less interceptions than Trevor Lawrence. The Lions lost to the Bears 13-28. Jared Goff had a couple interceptions. DJ Moore had a 34-yard catch for a touchdown. Bears defense did a good job shutting the Lions down. The Seahawks lost to the 49ers 16-28. Drew Lock took over for Geno Smith, and he had more interceptions than Brock Purdy did. Christian McCaffrey had 16 carries for 145 yards. The Vikings beat the Raiders 3-0 in one of the most ugly games you will ever see. If you want to hear more about it, check out my Vikings versus Raiders postgame report. The Broncos defeated the Chargers 24-7. Easton Stick was in instead of Justin Herbert. He was sacked 6 times, but Quentin Johnston did have 3 receptions for 90 yards. He was my pick for first round last year draft. The Broncos can now contend for first place in the AFC West. And that is because the Bills hung on to beat the Chiefs 20-17. Very close game in all the stats. There's a fumble that the Chiefs had. That was a big difference. The Eagles lost to the Cowboys 13-33. Jalen Carter had a 42-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown, but the Eagles fumbled 3 times. And that brings us to Monday Night Football. The Packers beat the Giants 22-24. Jordan Love had a lot of composure and heart, but he missed on too many throws and threw an interception. Tommy DeVito, on the other hand, completed over 77% of his passes and came back at the end they got a field goal to win. The Titans beat the Dolphins 28-27, which was an amazing game. The Dolphins caused the Titans to fumble the ball 3 times, which they converted into 3 touchdowns. But the Titans came back to win. Teams on a bye this week were the Cardinals and Commanders. Coming up next, Week 15 picks. Check out Raiderette Cameron at Raiders.com. And thanks for watching. We are the Raiders.